While drafting Mandal report for the Mandal Commission, B.P. Mandal had taken 1923 British census for calculating the castes and its population proportion, where after 7 or 8 decades, no such caste-based census had been conducted in India. Even the recent studies done in this, along with the 2011 census, didn't come out. So based on some false data or outdated data, how can a nation with such an enormous population evolve a policy for its citizens? So illogically. We should consider another factor. During these 7 decades, many talented left the country for looking for green pastures in the West, say Europe, the US or Australia. And they are progressing along with the nations where they migrated. No scientist, no physicist after C.V. Raman got a Nobel Prize in India so far. But 4 scientists who migrated to US or the West got Nobel Prize. And it became a prestige for their countries of migration. So this value or the quantum of brain drain we haven't so far took into consideration while evolving a policy for the development of the society and nation. When a nation with such an outdated social policy like caste-based reservation system create an administrative mechanism of government with second or third rated candidates, how can the nation get progressed? It is funny to think that giving employment to a section of society or a section of citizens in the government departments or jobs make their life happy or prosperous. Impossible. It creates another problem. Every citizen of this country can be benefited with the total growth of the nation, development. That requires an efficient administrative system, a governmental system, to implement from time to time the policies of the respective political parties. But with a second grade or third grade group of candidates selected purely on the merit of their caste of birth, sitting in different positions of government, cannot deliver goods, and they themselves are going to be the victims of this disaster. Government can give employment hardly to 1% of the population. Government is not just a creator of wealth or employment. Government should create an atmosphere for development of every individual, every citizen of the country. And every citizen should have an equal opportunity to get the part of development. So, during the debates of the framing of Indian Constitution, Baba Sahib Ambedkar was adamant in implementing caste-based reservation system. His point was, centuries-old oppressed people, the Dalits, should come up in every level of the society, financially as well as socially, and that requires their placements in different sections of power, different levels of power. Then only a confidence will be boosted among their communities, and in the mainstream life they should also take part. But it was prefixed for just 10 years and it continues for 7 decades. See, to boost their morale, to boost their confidence, if you want to place them in undeserved positions of government positions or placements, you have to sacrifice the altogether growth of the nation. And in that case, if you want to boost their morale and confidence, why can't you place in hospitals, the doctors studied under the caste-based reservation system in hospitals, and all the government officers, political leaders and the rulers, go to them for treatment. That boosts their morale, that boosts their confidence. But for that case, if they get a silly symptom of influenza or cold, they fly to US or UK for treatment. Why can't they go to the hospitals where scheduled caste doctors are appointed? See, when an engineer is created out of the caste-based reservation system and he constructs a bridge, and if that bridge damaged tomorrow, the disaster cost is not for Dalit alone, it's for the entire society. In that way, everywhere, caste-based reservation system places undeserved people. It states that any person with due merit and talent, if make a small mistake at any level of his education or employment, is kept aside. A person purely on the merit of his caste can be get promoted to a higher positions, where a deserving candidate with pure merit is kept aside, suppressed. So, this affects the total development of the nation, growth, and we are all victims of that. So what should be the remedy for this? We should have a correct remedy for this. There should be a scientific study, and it should be, the criteria should not be caste of birth. There should be other criteria. Why can't we consider his family background, his revenue, his assets, his educational level, to give him the respective benefits or privilege for employment? It is, see, an IAS officer who is a Dalit and his wife, an equally placed woman, when they get a child, and the child is also getting caste-based reservation, where a normally deserved person is kept aside. So, we should take in this way, a rural boy, an unreserved general rural boy, if talented and with due merit, if couldn't go for a migrative land or immigrate to a third land and cannot be placed in the government positions, is vanished into thin air. His life is gone. And what would be the total asset of such brain power?